If I could work my will, every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled with his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart. Bah, humbug!
The wind howled through the streets of London, rattling shutters up and down the decorated city streets. The city slept under a thick fog that curled into alleys and doorways like silent fingers. Although it was Christmas Eve, Ebenezer Scrooge sat alone in his study. He counted a thick stack of gold and copper coins as shadows crept along the walls around him. The wind moaned forlornly outside his window, carrying a smell of burned leather and decay. He did not notice. Candlelight flickered across the shadowy study. The air grew colder despite the fire in the hearth, and Scrooge's breath came out in little clouds of frost. It was now time for bed. A bell tolled, once, slowly and impossibly, though the clock only showed midnight. Scrooge lay in a peaceful slumber until it was ravaged by a thunderous knock at the bedroom door. Jacob Marley, Scrooge's long-dead business partner, appeared, his ethereal corpse draped in chains that dragged and scraped against the hardwood floor. Marley's pale face was contorted in anguish, his eyes empty yet knowing.
Look what awaits you.
The first spirit came, a tall figure, radiant yet hollow, like a flame with no heat. It showed Scrooge his past, a past of laughter twisting into screams, joy cracking into despair, and every kindness lost to greed.
I can't afford to make idle people merry.
He tried to turn away, but the figure stretched, clawing at his memory. Next, the wailing ghost of the present appeared, a shadow among shadows. It led him into rooms where children cried and hunger gnawed at the walls, where the poor shrieked in darkness that smelled of rot and wet stone.
The poor should die and decrease the surplus population.
The spirit laughed, a hollow, echoing sound, and Scrooge realized the laughter was his own, twisted back at him. Finally, the spirit of what may come loomed, a black, shifting silhouette that watched from every corner, moving faster than he could see. It showed him his own grave, unadorned and forgotten, the soil seemingly cold yet bubbling with movement.
Tell me I may sponge away the writing on this stone.
He was suddenly yanked inside the grave. Hands of darkness seemed to rise around him, the cacophony of nails scraping and splintering wood, deafening against the cold silence. Scrooge tried to scream, but there was no sound. The shadows swallowed everything. He awoke gasping, drenched in a chilled sweat under heavy blankets. It was now dawn, and the city outside was still cloaked in fog. The wind whispered, faint and mocking. Scrooge was simply grateful to be alive.
Good day.
I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it the whole year round.
And Scrooge did indeed change his ways. He honored the holiday and even gave to the poor. But each time he laughed, shadows curled along the walls. He knew they would never leave, that Christmas Eve had marked him, and the chains of greed were only lighter, but never gone.
Like and subscribe for more nightmares.